Yo, you want to have this one? No, I'm not going to do that to you either. I can talk to you while you're
Okay, so you're there, okay. I don't think you appear like that.
Content over everything!
So, power for me, I perceive power, the word power, as the ability to enforce your will upon the world, to shape the world in a way that fits your dream, your desire, your ambition. That is the definition for power for me.
Yeah, but like that's not so why is that power? I mean, like that could be an insecurity or the will of you trying to your will obstructing everyone else.
Okay, wait. So give me an example of power that doesn't fit the description that I gave you. Just one example.
So remind me of the description.
Yeah.
God, I hope I'm not on camera. God, remind me of your description of power.
Power is the ability to enforce your will in this world.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean you will, dominate other people. You will attack their own will. It just means that what you want to do, you will pursue it, and if you have power, you will achieve it. Now, power can, in that sense, power can be something very good, or it can be something very bad.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
But it's not a good or bad thing. Power is just the ability to achieve your will, to materialize your will.
You're talking about self-actualization.
Huh?
You're talking about self-actualization.
Self-actualization. Actualization.
Yeah, so like you in your life
I guess.
will actualize exactly what you want to be.
Yeah.
And that would be considered a power.
Yes.
I mean, like what the fuck? I mean, yeah, of course, but like that leads to loads of shit.
You know, power does
what-
every single big catastrophe.
What do you want to actually happen?
No, but look.
That's the question.
Every single big human catastrophe created by humans has been done because of the desire for power, the power to achieve your own will. But in the end, it wasn't power itself that did it. It was the rotten will of some people that pursued that kind of power.
So you're talking about corruption?
That too. For example, let's talk about how Mao Zedong exterminated 80 million of his own people.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of the biggest exterminations in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
Now, oh wow, there's some big discussion going on there. Anyway, yeah. I hope they're not out shouting us. But anyway, his will was to enforce his vision on the world, and his vision was rotten. You know what I mean? It's not the power's fault.
Any kind of like fucking.
Yeah, it will happen because people inevitably eventually go corrupt when they have power. That's why we are in a constant struggle for more power.
So you can only talk about power in the individual sense. So like your power over your own life is exactly how you see it. Same with mine. You know what I mean? Like I can make meaning in my life. You can make meaning in your life. We can talk about political stuff all day.
Yeah.
Like essentially, what we can see now is like the power dynamic being fucked up. It's like everyone's fucked. Jeez, look at over there. There's a power dynamic there.
Yeah. That's it. No.
Go check it out. I reckon we should check it out.
Wait. Just one last thing. You know, yeah. Just one last thing. You know, power is not necessarily something linked to politics or to the relation between the big relations between humans. You know.
Have you read Ayn Rand? Ayn Rand. You know Ayn Rand? You never read the?
Actually, never heard of him.
Oh my God! Okay, write this down. Ayn Rand.
Come on, Pav.
What's up, bro?
There's people who live stream. Talk about something.
Oh, is this a live stream? Oh shit! We were just talking about power, and I was explaining him my definition of power, which again, it's the ability to enforce your will on the world. And I said how power can be something good and it can be something bad. It all depends on the will of the person.
Do you believe in like the idea of like what's the word?
In terms of power, you're Russian, right?
A dictator.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
No, I'm
Ukrainian. He's Ukrainian.
I'm joking. It's cool.
No, you should talk about how Russia around the world. That's what I mean.
Not Russian.
Are you not?
No, he's Ukrainian.
Are you Ukrainian? Okay.
I thought you were making a joke. It's fine.
No, I didn't know.
Nah, it's cool, bro.
You got the Klitschko brothers. Fucking right.
Yeah, the
Bro.
Klitschko brothers.
The Klitschko brothers, yeah. No, sorry. What was I going to say? A benign dictatorship. Is that what you essentially what you're talking about?
Well, not necessarily, because the dictatorship will, humans are not fucking angels. They're not machines,
No,
and they're not
terribly
perfect.
flawed. That's why they have religion.
Yeah. However perfect a dictator might be, I think it's safe to say that eventually he will start going rogue. I mean, I guess dictatorship is not completely out of the picture, because there were many very good dictatorships.
Name one.
Name one. Okay. That depends on your definition of a dictatorship.
No,
do you think that No. Yeah. But look, my definition of a dictator is a person with ultimate power over a nation. The person that has all the power he wants, that has the power to change the nation like that. He has the power. Has the power of rule. What?
That's instantly corruptible.
Huh?
That's the point. It's like
Yeah, but look at the Roman Empire. They needed to become an empire because the Republic had many problems that simply did not function in such a large amount of lands. And if you study the Roman Republic, how they function, you can actually notice those problems. When Julius Caesar did the Civil War, he started the Civil War by crossing the Rubicon with his legions, and basically started fighting against Pompey in Greece a bit later, and he fought in Spain against Pompey's legions, and he fought against different people. But the transition into the empire was actually necessary, because the Republic simply didn't have the tools and didn't have the power to rule over such a large amount of different peoples and over such a large amount of land. Now, I'm not calling the Roman Empire as this amazing. It has its flaws, of course, but the Roman Empire built the foundation for the Western civilization, and I think that's worth a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, even though they were not perfect, they created the basics of law as we know it now. They created the basics of ruling the people.
Yeah.
In fact,
they popularized it.
Yeah, kind of. And again, the Romans, they created many different strategies and tactics that the rulers use. Louis IV of France, the king of France, who completely changed the dynamic of power in France between Britain and the French, because at that point, when he started ruling, all France was a small region around Paris. That's it. That's all they were. Around them, on the north, there were the British lands, like Normandy. It belonged to the British at that point. In the south, there were many British lands. Near Spain, that part of France was British. And in the southeast, there was the Burgundians. They took lots of lands from the French. Now, Louis IV, he basically, with deception and with low cunning, he managed to get almost all of France under French rule. How did he do that? Because he had a very intelligent quote, and his, catchphrase, his main quote was, "If you cannot dissimulate, you cannot reign." And I think that perfectly defines power overall.
Pretty good.
It's a very, very good quote. Humans cannot flee from lies. They cannot run away from them. They cannot live absolute reality. First of all, they can't perceive absolute reality. But secondly of all, absolute reality isn't always what the ruler should pursue. Because the ways of ruling others, the ways of ruling people, are very complicated. And there are specific ways that people need to act. Like Niccolo Machiavelli, like he explains in his books. Yeah. Sorry. Like what he explains in his books, he many times is attacked because he shows rulers as very ruthless, as they need to lie to their people, they need to oppress their people. But
is there an existential idea of thinking people are either non-human and manipulative, being able to be manipulated?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. There is. There is.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
you're talking about
there is.
Some sort of whatever, you know.
There is. I think I know what you mean, but that definition, you know, it's actually a good definition. It's like defining the rulers as wolves and the ruled as sheep. Because in the end, the ruled ones can't always realize that they're being ruled and can't always have their own ambitions. Because if every single person on earth has the same great amount of ambition that the rulers have, we won't be able to organize ourselves. Everybody will want to become the ruler.
You think the internet will change it?
That's an interesting comparison. The internet.
I think like people will become aware.
I think I know what you mean. Look, the internet, it offers people a large amount of information, but the thing is, people are pretty lazy when you think about it. People don't actually look for the right information. They don't actually look in many different places. They see what's immediately available to them, and they assume it's true. I had an argument with a Christian guy a while ago.
You're self-aware.
To a certain extent, yes.
More than
to a certain extent. More than some people, certainly, but I don't think I'm completely self-aware, obviously. Look, because our self-awareness depends on our senses, and our senses are flawed. All kinds of knowledge that we have depend on our senses. And you know,
I think you're self-aware.
Huh?
Why are you talking?
I am relatively self-aware. Look, Descartes used to say...
No.
Wait, bro.
I would go on this carrier now.
Okay, good. Come on.
No, I won't. I can't.
Oh, come on.
Job.
Fucking hell, bro. But look, Descartes used to say, je pense donc je suis. That's what he wrote in one of his books. Yeah, and that means I think, thus I am. And to a certain extent, I do agree with him, because you know, I believe in my existence, but I just not entirely certain that my existence is exactly how I perceive it.
This is how I feel.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are essentially the same as they follow fads. They follow any kind of identity that they can do. They'll adapt to it. So, like, say religion is a good example of a fad. Or like liking the Beatles.
I'm not quite a fan of religion. I'm a fan of its
fad.
What?
Fad.
Fad. Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying.
So, what's happening now in the culture wars is there's a possibility of a lot of people like becoming trans. It's a fad. I think it's a fad. I think like a low minority of people who are actually trans.
Okay.
And there's a lot of popularity around. So like when music used to be, oh, were you in that band? Now it's become about culture. It's about becoming identity.
I see what you mean.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think the cultural wars, the cultural struggles that we are having now, the struggle of purpose that people have, are kind of a smokescreen to hide the actual war that is raging around Earth, and that war is the battle between the noble and the merchant. Now, what does this mean? It's the battle between nation states, as I told you before, between nation states, the noble, and the multinational corporations, the merchant. And the merchant is winning the war because the multinational states they are more practical nowadays. At least they have more success in terms of expanding and achieving more power. And the problem with the multinational corporations is that they pledge absolutely no allegiance to the people that they are going to rule with that power. You know, the nobles were chosen by the people, but when the people got fed up with nobles, with their kings or whatever, they would rebel. You know, the classical image of peasants storming a noble's castle and taking the noble out of the castle and killing him and putting somebody new in power. Basically another noble that only will last until he goes corrupt and he starts fucking up the people. You know, it's not a perfect image. Obviously, it's not. It's not been romanticized to any extent whatsoever. But the problem with the rule of the merchant is that the noble at least has that fear of getting caught, dragged out of his castle, and killed. You know, he at least has that fear and that motivation to kind of serve the people, to kind of at least give them some kind of good life. Now, the merchant has absolutely no need in that, because whose castle are the people going to storm? If
this guy on things saying like, you ever looked into eugenics?
Huh?
This guy saying, you ever looked into eugenics?
Eugenics?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, obviously.
What does eugenics have to do with this?
I have no idea. This guy's saying it.
No, bro, look. What I'm saying is, if there is some kind of motivation for the multinational companies, for the multinational for them.
Do you believe in that?
No, man, no, wait. Let's not change subject so quickly. If there is any way to make them responsible and to make them care about the people they're ruling, great. It's fine if they rule. But the problem is, I just don't see any conceivable way, at least in the short term, to achieve that. And it seems like the multinational companies don't have any interest in that either. All they want is to achieve more power, is to achieve more wealth and...
So you've never read Ayn Rand?
Sorry?
You've never read The Fountainhead?
The who?
Dude, put into your reading list, like The Fountainhead.
The Fountainhead?
The Fountainhead.
Fountainhead?
Yes. About individual. Oh, you'll basically get it.
Okay, I'll look into it. But yeah, what were you saying about the eugenics or whatever?
Some guy saying this fucking shit. Look at this.
Oh, in the chat, tell me what they're saying. I'll answer the comments.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
That should be fun. Should be fun.
Yellow bag. What's in the yellow bag, mate?
A yellow bag? Oh, it's the Sainsbury's bag, guys. It's the it's actually an orange bag. Don't let me get started on colors, on how we see colors with our eyes, because this will go forever. But it's an old bag. Yeah, yawn, whatever. Yawn.
Ralph was Moses against. Oh, fuck this shit.
What the hell? Ralph.
Speaks better English than I. What the fuck?
What?
Sorry,
okay, guys, give me some. If you want me to end the yawn, then give me some interesting thing to talk about.
Sabrina's saying we're yawning. Okay, you're bored.
Yeah, everybody's yawning.
Right,
fucking hell.
What would you rather we do? Take you to the pulpit.
Are you actually reading or are you making this up, bro?
Dude, come on, read this. I gotta take a piss.
Oh, come on, man, you're leaving.
I gotta take a piss.
Oh, fuck, there's some bushes over there, man.
I know.
Or the McDonald's over there across the road. You know, look how...
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Well,
yeah. I'll go see, I'll go check out the comments, what they say. Should be fun. Guys, this is the reason why we have all the clowns in Speaker's Corner. If you keep yawning and you keep not paying attention to what people say, everybody will only dance around like fucking bozos around the place, and they will not say anything of interest. You need to actually pay some attention. You need to actually go into the arguments. Now, I'm not going to take much longer here, but from what I saw in the chat, there is, there's this big misconception about thinking that I need to entertain you at the same time that I'm explaining this. And fair enough, I need to say my stuff coherently and with a certain amount of entertainment to, you know, not bore you to death. But come on, guys, if you want to learn something, you don't go to a circus. And if you want to have fun, you don't go to school. It's just how it is. You can, to a certain extent, connect the two and make school less boring and make circus more, you know, to learn something. But you can't completely mix the two. And now, don't worry, I won't bore you anymore. See you later.
But if you, I wouldn't say the word
Content over everything. From Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Let's go. I have a question here. Two questions. Cool, cool. I like that. Let's go.
I don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky, man. And the first question is, man, just listen to TOE. Is your mind private?
Is my mind private?